Getting started, we already have quite a few of our supplies over here, so let's not waste much more time and let's just get the rest going. I'm gonna try something today with the gimbal, but you'll see ultimately it doesn't really pan out that way at all. We end up scrapping the idea. Now that I remember, we gotta get all of our stuff out. And I remember that I have auto build, so let's actually start using this. So we got our platform, let's just sink that nice in the ground. Very satisfying. There's everything for our shuttle. And we're gonna try this gimbal, but like I said, ultimately it doesn't pan out. I'll still show the process. You take a wheel, or two if you want a double axle or double axis gimbal. And essentially, this will keep the stabilizer pointing up even if the rest of the thing stays still, just like in real life. Let's build our rocket base. That was a close one. Put a stabilizer on that as well so it flies straight up, unlike the last time. Let's build the next stage. And we saw back there, if you had Hawkeyes, that it disconnected two of those platforms. We're still going to take this stabilizer and put it up on top. After attempting to get around the join limitation. So we'll put a stabilizer on that as well so that it holds. And unfortunately, those two platforms disconnected. So we're going to be trying quite a bit here to try and get this working as intended. This is the harder one to put together, so I opted to do this. But then we can technically disconnect these stakes since it just needs to have the platform rest on it. And ultimately, here's where I decide to ditch the gimbal as it wasn't gonna work with everything else we needed. It's one of the other challenges of engineering this is you can only bring enough material. Not a single stabilizer placed normally should do the trick. With that said, let's put the rocket together in a sense. Get the top on here nice, making sure not to attach it, just letting it rest. That should be good. Let's try that again with me standing. Oh, and I knocked both down. Third time's the charm though. And we are good to launch. It's maybe a little unstable at the top, but stabilizers will fix that eventually. Let's drop our save. And go for test. What you're getting on, which is a little more complicated in this version. We take aim and launch. The HUD has been turned off. I wanted a more cinematic look. I was able to find out how far this traveled though. It was not able to have a successful launch. Can't even see where the shuttle went at this point. Scanning all over, still don't see it anywhere. So the next version is going to have to be way different.